All right, welcome back. The Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council joined John Bachman now. He warned that morale among law enforcement at the border is lower than ever.
I've been in 21 years. I've never seen morale this bad, not anywhere close to this bad. It's so far down in the toilet that it's a shame, and it's just getting worse daily. Agents are leaving as soon as they're able to retire. Agents that have only been in a few years are already looking for greener pastures in other agencies, and some are leaving law enforcement altogether because in their eyes, it's just not worth it.
Scary stuff. Here to react, visiting fellow for the Heritage Foundation, former acting CBP Commissioner and Senior Law Enforcement Analyst right here at Newsmax. Mark Morgan joins us right now. Thank you, sir.
You bet.
You know, as the son of a cop, over the years, I've heard a lot of cops sitting around grousing and stuff, and after the precinct softball game over beers, talking about all the stuff they hate about the job, but deep down, they loved it every single day going out there. And it sounds to me when the morale of the men and women whose boots are on the ground is down, that's a really bad sign from us. Even worse than administration and legislation, those are the people that got to be into their job.
Yeah, John, but you're right. You've got to look behind why the morale, why the complaining. You're spot on there. Look, these men and women signed up to serve a law enforcement operation and law enforcement mission to protect our nation's borders from a vast set of complex threats facing us from outside. This administration, and they know it because they feel it every single day, has taken that mission away, has prevented them to do their law enforcement duty, and really relegated them to being nothing more than a federal travel agency, relegated to facilities, processing facilities, shepherding illegal aliens in the United States every single day. When they hear about a drug overdose or fentanyl poison in the United States, it hurts them because they know those drugs are coming across a wide open southwest border because they're no longer on the front lines protecting this nation. They know that criminal aliens are pouring across our wide open southwest border and potential national security threats. So when they hear about an illegal alien claiming another victim, an American citizen, it hurts because they know they're not able to do their job that they signed up for.
One of the things I'm seeing here, Mark, in New York is the really experienced cops, the guys that have been on for years who you need to mentor these younger kids. They're getting out because they feel like the administration doesn't have their back. And the worst part is not the numbers, but the more senior people in leadership are the ones who don't want to lose their pension. So they're getting out clean, and we're losing that knowledge base too, aren't we?
Yeah, John, look, I couldn't have said better myself. And that's why, you always hear about, oh, well, we're hiring more, one for one. It doesn't work that way. You just described it. You can't hire on a new officer or a new agent thinking you're going to replace one that just left at 20 years as soon as they could retire. It doesn't work that way. Look, when I entered law enforcement, one of the things that I saw was there were people that this was their life, like it was their calling. I mean, I saw a profession where people were having to be forced out because they didn't want to stop doing their job. And now we're experiencing just the opposite.
Pretty scary. The National Border Patrol Council recently, they put out a tweet. It said less than 10% of so-called asylum seekers will be granted asylum. So 90% of the millions of applicants Biden is inviting to crash our borders don't qualify. Biden knows it. It's not really about asylum. It's about using fake asylum claims to skirt our laws and import millions. How does this law, that tweet's right on the money, but how does the lawlessness benefit to the Biden administration?
Yeah, look, John, those are two important questions. First of all, that tweet out by the National Border Patrol Council was spot on. We refer to the overwhelming majority of illegal aliens that are illegally in our border against the rule of law, thwarting our nation's sovereignty. They're filing fake and fraudulent asylum claims. They're economic migrants. Look, I get it. They want to climb the economic ladder, but they should not be allowed to do so illegally and file false claims. That's what's happening every day, all day long. This secretary, this administration knows it, just as that tweet stated. And look, at the end of the day, the Democrats, this administration, why are they doing it? There's two perceived political benefits. Remember, first of all, illegal aliens are counted as part of the census, which leads to a direct redistricting of House seats in the Democratic favor, especially when you're talking about millions of illegal aliens have been released into the interior of the United States. The second is they believe every single illegal alien that they find a pathway to citizenship is going to equate to a Democratic vote. At the end of the day, they're jeopardizing our nation's safety and national security for votes.
We talked to Congressman Stubbe a little while before. It looks like a conspiracy. Bring them in, send them to sanctuary cities. They get more congressional allocations. And then we have the sanctuary cities give non-citizens the right to vote. And we got the whole enchilada. That's sure how it looks, man. And thank you so much for putting it so clear for everyone, Mark Morgan.
You bet. Thanks for having me, and Happy New Year, John.
Happy New Year to you.